My hands were shaking. I sat at my desk. The exam paper was in front of me. I could not answer any questions. My heart was beating fast. This was the most important test of my life. My name is Amber. I am 19 years old. I study at university. I am a good student. I usually get high scores. My teachers like me. My parents are proud of me. This exam was special. It was not like other tests. The teacher would choose only one student. That student would go to the national study competition. I wanted to go very much. I had dreamed about it for months. The competition was in the capital city. Students from many universities would be there. The best student would win a scholarship. The scholarship was worth $10,000. It would pay for my studies. My family needed this money. I studied hard for this exam. For 2 weeks, I read my books. I made notes. I practiced problems. I went to bed late and woke up early. I thought I was ready. Or so I thought. The night before the exam, I looked at my study notes one more time. I wanted to be sure. I opened my notebook. I checked the exam information. Then I saw something terrible. I had studied the wrong chapter. The exam was about Chapter 12. I had studied Chapter 13. They were very different. Chapter 12 was about ancient history. Chapter 13 was about modern history. I knew everything about modern history. I knew nothing about ancient history. I felt sick. My stomach hurt. I could not sleep that night. I tried to read Chapter 12, but it was too late. There was too much to learn in one night. The next morning, I walked to university. My legs felt heavy. Other students looked happy. They seemed ready. I was not ready. I sat in the exam room. 20 students were there. Everyone wanted the same thing. Everyone wanted to win. The teacher, Mr. Wilson, walked in. He put the exam papers on our desks.
You have 2 hours,
He said.
Good luck.
I turned over my exam paper. I read the first question. I did not know the answer. I read the second question. I did not know that one either. I read all 10 questions. I could not answer any of them. Other students started writing fast. Their pens moved quickly. They looked confident. I looked at my empty paper. 15 minutes passed. I had written nothing. Then I had a terrible idea. My textbook was in my bag under my desk. Chapter 12 was in that book. All the answers were there. I could look secretly. No one would see me. But this was cheating. I had never cheated before. I was always honest. My parents taught me to be honest. My teachers trusted me. I looked around. Mr. Wilson was reading a newspaper at his desk. Other students were focused on their papers. No one was looking at me. My hand moved slowly toward my bag. My heart was loud in my chest. I opened my bag carefully. I took out my textbook. I put it on my lap under the desk. I opened the book to chapter 12. I found the first answer. I wrote it down. Then I found the second. One by one, I copied the answers onto my exam paper. It took me 1 hour. The book had everything I needed. The answers were correct. When I finished, I put the book back in my bag. I read through my paper again. It looked perfect. I gave my exam paper to Mr. Wilson. He smiled at me.
Thank you, Amber.
He said.
I am sure you did well.
I felt terrible. His words made me feel worse. He trusted me, but I had cheated. 3 days later, Mr. Wilson announced the results. I got the highest score, 98 out of 100. The second highest score was 97. That student was Caleb. He was also a good student. He always studied hard. He was honest and kind,
Congratulations, Amber.
Mr. Wilson said.
You will represent our university at the national competition.
Everyone clapped. Caleb shook my hand. He smiled, but I saw he was disappointed. I should have felt happy. I should have felt proud. Instead, I felt awful. Caleb had studied honestly. He had earned his 97 points. I had cheated to get my 98. It was not fair. That night, I could not sleep. I kept thinking about Caleb. He deserved to go. I was a cheater. The scholarship should be his, not mine. The next morning, I had to decide. I could keep my secret and go to the competition, or I could tell the truth and lose everything. But I could not live with the secret. Every time I looked at Caleb, I felt guilty. Every time Mr. Wilson praised me, I felt worse. I was not a bad person. I was just scared. Now I had to be brave. I went to Mr. Wilson's office. I knocked on his door.
Come in.
He said. I sat down. My hands were shaking again. Mr. Wilson, I said, I need to tell you something about the exam. I told him everything. About the wrong chapter, about the book under my desk, about copying the answers. Mr. Wilson listened. He did not look angry. He looked sad.
Thank you for telling me the truth, Amber.
He said.
That was brave, but you know this changes everything.
Yes, I said. I know. Caleb should go. He earned it honestly. Mr. Wilson thought for a long time. Then he said,
I will give you and Caleb another chance. You will both take a new exam next week. The winner will go to the competition. This time, it will be fair.
I felt better at once. This was the right thing to do. I thanked Mr. Wilson and left. That afternoon, I told Caleb about the new exam.
Another exam?
Caleb asked.
That's strange, but okay, I'll take it.
He seemed confused, but excited. I studied very hard for the second exam. This time, I studied the right chapter. I read every page. I practiced every problem. I wanted to win honestly. The day of the second exam came. Only Caleb and I were in the room. Mr. Wilson gave us our papers.
You have 2 hours.
He said.
Begin.
This time I knew the answers. I had studied properly. I did not need to cheat. I answered every question. When I finished, I felt proud. A few days later, Mr. Wilson called us to his office. Caleb and I sat together.
The results are ready.
Mr. Wilson said,
Amber, you scored 96. Caleb, you scored 94. Amber wins.
Caleb shook my hand.
Congratulations,
He said.
you deserved it. You studied well.
This time, his smile was real. I felt wonderful. I had won fairly. I had earned my place. Mr. Wilson was proud of me. Caleb was happy for me. Most importantly, I was proud of myself. Do you think the teacher did the right thing by giving her another chance? To keep learning English through stories, hit the like button and subscribe. Lesson of the day: deserve. Deserve means to be worthy of something, or it is right for you to get something. Examples from the story: he deserved to go. I was a cheater. You deserved it. You studied well. Extra examples: he worked all day. He deserves a rest. I studied hard. I deserve a good grade.